With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Ingram pulls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
First down, New York.
Ready.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
X3, 218, chop. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run with Barkley, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.
trade.
Early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Big beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They're spinning away. And he breaks it all the way. Yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got. Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Fire.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the... 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 50. Slam.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A first down carry for Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Saquon Barkley Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Ready? 757's left. Target. You got 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. 36.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bang, bang. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Patrick. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Your trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jones off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 99. Kill, clean. Kill.
Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down as time is first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 20. 25. Check 25. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. Check 21.
Running right through him. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score as they have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Barkley, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Levine Toilolo. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
56. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, 30, 10, 5. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun if you're watching it, because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 13. Check 13.
Ingram again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Rebutt.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, set. 6 yards. 56. Hey.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Check 26. Check 26.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 27 yards there, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready, break. 57 for Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.